Hi. Today we're going to show you how to pre-trip a truck. There's a lot of times I come to the yard and I start pre-trip my truck and I see a lot of guys come in, throw their light bar on, and they just leave. And that is extremely dangerous. So today we're going to show you my process, which I might do a little bit longer than a few people because I do a little bit more steps, but I prefer to what I'm carrying down the road to be that I know is safe, that I know won't, none of the trucks will fall off, parts won't fall off. Usually takes me 2 hours, maybe 2.5, 3 hours, depending on the situation. But we're going to the yard to pick up a four-way. It's all decked on combination saddles, so it'll go fairly quick. But yeah, you get to see my day. Alright. XM 3612. I doubt that it's this one sitting out here. I'm pretty sure somebody parked it here. Alright, we're looking for XM 3612. Alright. 3612. Well, I don't know what this guy. Huh. Norton's got some of their own Z-booms. Norton. They look just like the auto truck ones, but they're a little different. We don't have the landing gear on them, so gotta use a hoist on deck them. Alright. I'll walk out to the back 40. XM 3612. No. You need it to make the noise of it exploding every time it rings. $36.11. What, out in the elements ain't good enough? I guess. Yeah, there it is. 3612. Yay. Alright. Yay, nay. Alright. So we crank the music all the way up in this one again. Well, yeah. Not somebody who was hungry. Make sure my keys are all here. It says I have no fuel. That's normal. Level is fuel 0, death quarter. Alright. Nope, not good. Yep, she did. I had to send a message saying I'm at my mom's, still at my mom's. Playing golf with my mom. Depends on how fast this goes, but I can find out if she can come pick me up too. Okay. 100-gallon tank, so it might be alright. I might be able to make it all the way up in one fill up. $100. Yeah, just one. No, it's on the right side. It's going to be a dump truck. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know it's why they're forcing their guys to get their def at their terminals. It's just a given. Yeah. Which is still cheaper than buying it in the 2.5-gallon jugs. Yeah. Yep. But you didn't feed him enough. Taking pictures of everything. Sweat starts. This is so weird. My doggy is so weird. Alright. Oh, fine. Okay. Sounds right. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, bye. Now that he's gone, I can finally talk. So what I'm doing is just taking pictures, verifying that what I'm picking up is what I'm picking up. Take as many pictures as possible when you pick up, so that if you find anything when you're done, when you deliver, and they go back and find out that, oh yeah, we saw that from the pictures when you picked it up, you won't get charged for it then. Falls on somebody else. I do it. A lot of people don't. A lot of guys have told me, you don't gotta do that. Well, yeah, you don't have to. But I don't like spending money that I don't need to. Because that's just dumb to me. Why would you give away your hard-earned money to somebody else? I mean, if you're married, that's another story, but we're not married, so I don't gotta worry about that. Alright. Any spot where there could be the rubbing through the frame, you can prove that it's that way. I have to put zip ties on this one like that one. Alright. Look at windows, mirrors. If you can see the windshield, attempt to. If you can prove there was a rock chip prior, it'll go a lot better for you. Oh, I didn't know it was broken. Did you take pictures? Verify? No. Well, we have pictures when it left the factory and it was clean. I didn't see any damage, so that one's good. Take photos. We're going to a body shop that will not accept them if there is a rock chip. They don't like them. And they're not really close to anything, so this one's missing the brakes on the back. It's supposed to be brake pieces right there. Hey! just grease globs. It looked like a rock chip from the other side, but they're just grease. And then hit the VIN number, verify. That's one. You're due. I don't see any damages. Next truck. We do this because we don't know what if they're in the cab or not, because they're in the air, and it's not OSHA safe to climb up, get in there, take pictures. This is just for verifying that the airlines are there, the lights are there, everything's there, the axle hubs are covered. Plastic wires. Hell. All the goodies. Jets. And somebody tries to call, and I'm trying to take the picture, so it won't register it. So I don't like people talking, calling while I'm trying to take the pictures. There we go. There we are. Almost done. Alright, pretty simple. It's not rocket science to take pictures. See any damages? Okay. Alright. Customer is not available. And then just sign your life away. That's the easy part. Alright, now we get to do the fun part. I gotta get close enough so I can get my bags, gear and everything up. Alright. Now the real pre-trip begins. I apologize if I breathe heavily when I'm doing this. I had a fan say something, all they could hear was me breathing. It's hot out here. It's 100 degrees. Well, right now it says it's 85. It's very humid. And I'm sweating. I'm a little out of shape. So I'm going to breathe a little bit. corners, your edges. Remember, you're 100 feet long, 94 feet long. Close enough. Sometimes it's 96, but yeah. Oh, come on now. Alright. I'm gonna do this and this. We got to turn on the lights. Alright. Go grab my bags. They say here comes the fun part. Some nice Volvos over there. Alright. Alright. Already time for new gloves. I don't even have these a month. Might need this for the back end. Alright. Now I see there's scratches on the here. It's because somebody put their box there. Didn't put anything to protect it. That's why I have the moving blanket. It goes in. But if it bounces and goes all over the place, it drives up on that. Wedge moving blanket in there. No more scratches. Alright. Alrighty. Need that right now. Need these though. Put my lights on. Alright. Gotta put on a 4-way, you gotta put 4 clearance lights. 3-way you only need 2. 1 on each side. So put these on. See? Power. It makes the DOT all fuzzy inside. They come pre-wired when we pick them up, but they're not always wired right. So.
Hey, let me know if my brakes are working.
Yeah. You're good. Yepers. I would show him how to do that himself, but he's taken off, so it's always good to have somebody check it as well. There is a light test that you can press, test button you can press on the dash, and it runs through your blinkers and your brakes. But it's always nice to ask somebody as well to verify, because those are not always correct. Right. Now, a lot of the light bar kits come with the piece that goes into that. I've redone my lights, put some extra lights in, modified it so I have my own. Plus I like the bumper style, because these are never always work. The ground pin typically gets loose, and then your lights flicker while you're going down the road, and DOT goes, you can't drive on the road with this. You have no lights. Sure I do. I like these because they're waterproof, they work well, they're reusable, and they're cheap. As you can see, I'm sweating. My blood temperature is a lot higher than the average person because I grew up in North Dakota. Spent most of my years out working outside, so my body just accumulated to the cold weather, which means that this 85-degree weather is making me sweat as if it's 200 degrees out here. But that's alright. Drink lots of liquids. Alright, now you saw out front I had my blinker turned on, and that's because there's no rhyme or way. When they wire this out, it's always different. So to know which side you put your strap at, turn on the blinker, and you know you have that turn signal to the right side. If not, for my purpose, I can just come back and switch on the wires. If you're using the plug, you got to come back, take off all your zip ties, start over. That's why it's just good habit. Just turn on blinker. Remember which blinker you have on. That way you get everything right the first time. Time is money. So, as you can see, my light bar has a strobe light in the middle. That's part of the reason it's been rewired. I've also replaced this one. That one down there is almost ready to be replaced. So, I make it easier for me to quickly change if I need to. It's a little bit off center. That's why I brought the 9/16 socket down here. Oh, I might need the ratchet because these are longer. Alright. It might not seem like much, but you want your center light and the center of here, because right now it's sticking out into traffic. And you can't see this one out of your mirror. You need to see your lights out of your mirrors so you can tell that they're still illuminated. They're still there. They do fall off, believe it or not. Now when I deliver, I cut off right here and leave it, because in my luggage, if these are open, they'll break off, bouncing around. Airline likes to throw the bags, so no matter how much padding you have in there, this will get hooked on something, or if you have it closed. You can do that too, but it's easier this way, in my opinion, again. Everybody does it different. Difference not bad. Power! We have the power! Maybe. There we go. Alright. Now see, I've got my blinker on. Over here, you have a button on the dash. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's called light test. Turn on. Cycles everything. See? Cycles through your lights, blinkers, high beams, low beams, backup light. Oh. All right. Now, a lot of people put their impact guns on this. I like to have my feel, but it's just the way I am. But whether you put an impact on it or not, you got to tighten them up, because as you can see, they're loose. I have a feel for the torque of them. Too many years of doing this. Now you see how this is out? You can leave it, it'll be fine, but you're going to have a little bit of play in it. And as you get farther back with the four-way, the back will start moving real good. So, you bend it in. As much as you can to reduce the play. You almost always have to retighten it. Not so on that one. That's good. Because the wood does give. It contracts and retracts with temperature. So, you do have to tighten it every once in a while. It's not a one and done. That one's tight. That one's tight. So it's dripping. Alrighty. We'll leave this tool here because this is where I'm going to need it. Alright. As you can see, they're pretty good gap. Oh, these are loose. Loosey, loosey. pound this one in, you'll see. See, the gap is gone. Verify it's tight so it won't move back out. Alright. The back one had it. Brakes, turn signals, perfect. Yay, we got brakes. You got brakes and turn signals. That's how you do it. Don't gotta worry about having somebody check your brakes, because you do it the right way. You got it yourself. Alright. This back truck is almost always loose because it has the most swing, moves around the most. But I want to know without a doubt, if somebody cuts me off in traffic and I have to maneuver quickly, this back truck, any of the trucks for that matter, don't come off. See the massive gap. Very loose. Alright. See how loose that was? That's the only thing holding that truck and this thing. You gotta watch out for this cotter pin here, and there's one on both sides. If they're missing, or they look like they're almost gone, you're screwed, because that pin will come out, you know, vibrations from the road, and then this is gone. Guess who's liable? You are, because you were the last person to touch it, chain of custody. Well, I didn't touch it. I didn't do my. So you didn't do your pre-trip? Well, no. So honestly, I do not want to get involuntary manslaughter and go to prison, because I want to play dumb. It's not worth it. I like my freedoms. How loose that one was. The first guy was supposed to do this when they leave Mexico. They're done, and then when they get to Laredo, they're supposed to be done again. They're supposed to be done again when they pick them up to shuttle them here, and then we're supposed to just check their work. Well, you know how humans are. And they play off the card that I was never taught how to do that. There's no excuse for ignorance. no excuse. Judge ain't gonna think it's very funny when a truck falls off and kills a family in their van or SUV. Truck tips over on them because, well, it looked tight. It looked like it wasn't going anywhere. But you didn't really put a tool on it and check it. See, that one was tight. See, the truck behind us was not. One was tight, so the rest have to be tight, right? No, not how it works. I'll hand a little bit. That one's tight. You can also hear it in the sound. Now I'll know without a doubt my entire set is tight, safe. Oof, that one was finger tight. See that? That. I always check them. Alright. Now see, that's why my pre-chips take longer than the average Joe. More of a hands-on person. Oh, that's right. I need to do this. Stinky Bob. Get my glove down in my pants because I'm sweating so profusely. Alright, I don't need that over. This can be shut down. Alright. I'm gonna get them lights straightened out. Sure, bud flaps are square. Oh, that one's too far. It's just personal preference for me. I need my hammer. Yeah, it's hot out here. There we go. That looks a little bit. That's better. Like I said, it's just me. I prefer that. I've had too many times where the light strap falls, something happens with the wiring. I like to be able to see it back there, from both mirrors, not just one. Also, with a four-way, the back truck likes to move around a lot. You don't need to be hanging out in the other lane that much. These are tight. Everything looks kosher. Alright. I'll get my placards up. I'll be ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Strobe lights up. Now I use these, you don't gotta. But people have them on the back end and on the front ends so that people typically, I don't know what it is about strobe lights though, but usually people typically look, understand. Not just a regular truck. Typically. Since I've had them, put them on, a lot more people don't cut me off quite as tight. Not always, but a lot of the time. Now this plug doesn't always work on these new trucks, so we'll see. Throw it up there. And I think it's got to do with this rubber piece not wanting to connect. Hey, this one works. Looky there. Looky here. Okay. Got power. Yeah. So yeah, kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Don't you know? We got power. Kinda, sorta. Don't you know? Alright. It goes over there. My GPS unit. It goes up in the window. In the window. Take this down. Try to, without wrecking it too much. Paper is very flimsy, so it's having stuff up in the window. There we go. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Printer. Gotta have that. somewhere in the mess of things. This here mess of things. Got my power. So I need my pair. Got to have the pair. Alright. Somewhere in this mess of things. Maybe. Probably in the front. Come on now. There we go. There's my somewhere over the rainbow. Those aren't needed until I am deck. Hey, there it is. My suction cup. Okay then. Yeah, sure, don't you know? Alright. Suction cup to the window. Get my GPS up in the window. Where are we going? We are going, maybe. We are going to Denton today. Denton, Texas. Alright, this bad boy goes in the window right here. Now these placards, everybody puts them in different places. Gotta make sure they're facing the right way up. So that a DOT officer can see them. And then we gotta go over here. I got those placards and that to put up. And then I will be ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready to rumble. Alright, I need this. I know I put my tablet up, didn't I? Didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe not. It's alright. Tablet's got my log books on it. Plug her in, plug her in. Alright, alright. Probably an overkill, and some of you that might ask why I don't use suction cups with the clips. I have, but you throw them in your luggage and they get squished or polished and stop working correctly, or Lose them in bags. Forget them in the trucks. The tape's just easy, it's cheap, it's efficient. It works for me. Might work different for others. Everybody has their own preference. Oh, that's going to be fun. Whoever gets that truck's going to have fun. Long turning radius. Alrighty. Well, let's move you around to me here. I'm upside down. There I go. Well, that's equivalent to what I do. Like I said, it takes a bit. And it puts me out of breath a little bit, but I get it all done. Make sure your lights are done. Make sure your bolts are tight. Make sure your U-bolts are tight. It's like I said, truck snaps off, breaks, hits and kills somebody. Guess what? You're going to prison because you didn't tighten your bolt down. I like my freedoms. I like to be out here and work, and I enjoy my freedoms a lot. But that's the simplest. That's what I do every time I pick up a truck, and then yeah. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Comments if you have. Love to hear what anybody has to say. I do believe in constructive criticism. If you have something to point out that you think I should do, or ask a question why I'm doing it, hey, I encourage comments. So hit a like, subscribe. I'll put as many videos out as I can. I haven't had a slipper for a while or a Z-boom, but when I do, make sure to post that.